What is going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk to you about Traction Uranium. I've been really looking at uranium over the last little bit because I think based on the news, there's been a net deficit as far as the production versus demand. So I think in general, spot prices are anticipated to go up. And of course, one way to benefit from that is investing in companies such as this that are very well positioned. So I'm going to go over all the stuff you need to know. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Always greatly appreciate that. And with that, let's get right to it. So ticker is TRCTF. It is under the OTC. It's also under the TSX Venture, TRAC. And when it comes down to any over-the-counter stocks, in case you guys haven't invested in any in the past, their website is one thing that you really need to look at. And if it's very informative, and again, OTC usually doesn't give that much information. And looking under their website as well, it does offer a lot of news. So even the latest news was on January the 18th, 17th, 13th. So they're very good at providing a lot of news and updates. And again, coming from any over-the-counter stock, that is very abnormal, to be fully honest. And when it comes down to their overall projects, it does look like they have three main projects, all of which are in Saskatchewan. But it does look like the region is home to roughly about 10 of the 15 highest grade uranium deposits in the world, with about 20 times the international average purity. So again, like I mentioned, if there is that anticipated increase in the spot price of uranium, and obviously Traction Uranium is very much positioned to benefit from that, that is a win-win. And so again, looking at the spot price of uranium, it is so low in comparison to all the news that's been coming out. And what I'm talking about when it comes down to the news is most likely around China and Europe. And when it comes to, for instance, those two locations, they're really starting to find the benefits of uranium. Obviously, it's one of the most cleanest, purest ways of energy, and people had a little bit more of a negative image because of what happened. I believe it was in 2011, somewhere around there with Japan. So that left a sour taste in everyone's mouth. But I think because of Russia and what they've been really doing to, for instance, Europe, I think they're really trying to find alternate sources of energy. And of course, uranium is that way to go about it. So Netherlands is starting to come out, but there's a million articles just like this, all insinuating that Europe is going to be transitioning very much so to nuclear energy. So again, this is one sector that in reality could make a very big change. And just looking right here, this is all of the, as far as production on a country scale. So as you can see, Canada, which of course is incorporated under Saskatchewan, in case some of you guys don't know, it is the second largest producer of uranium. So once again, this area is very primed for success. And I think this is where Traction Uranium will come into play as a very important part. And when it comes down to OTC stocks, you always want to look at a couple different things, one of which is the volume. So volume as of right now, or for Friday, was 84,000. On the average was 11,000. So in reality, that is fairly small. And when it comes down to lower volumes such as that, you always want to look at, for instance, shorts. Are shorts really manipulating it a lot? And it does look like prior to looks like January of 2023, they were very much manipulating. Almost 100% of the daily volume was shorts. But it looks like they are now getting out because most likely of that positive news that's been coming out that's been gave it a nice boost up above all the moving averages. So in theory, I think this is where you can really make a lot of good money. Of course, I am not a financial advisor, so do your own due diligence at the end of the day. I'm just pointing this out because I do see a lot of upside potential, as I've mentioned in the past. And I think uranium, as much as it is kind of a hit and miss among investors' sentiment, because like I said, Japan is still a sour taste in a lot of people's mouth. But I think this is going to be the very much future. And again, it is one of the cleanest forms. So let me know your thoughts on Traction Uranium in the comments below, or just uranium in general. What your thoughts are on that. If this one stands out to you or maybe not, let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And with that said, let's all make a lot of money on uranium, whatever form you are investing in.